long hours, no profit. I had a marking contract. I was earning £40,000 quarterly, marking loads of exam scripts, and that was all going into the practice to support it. High stress. And no wasn't a sentence. Apparently, no is a sentence. And my health was suffering, and the team weren't aligned. I wanted to prove that you can run a sustainable accountancy practice, and that accountants can do net zero and can do ESG. That's our main mission. But we were growing broke, effectively.
Our next winner has actually won 2 awards. So I'm going to be doing those at the same time, but I'd like to very much treat them independently. So award 1 is about having consistently high standards. And this can be a combination of putting systems in place and the various mechanisms to ensure that everything happens, as the name suggests, in that business to an incredibly high standard every single time. But also importantly, having a business that isn't owner reliant or partner reliant or senior person reliant. It's a business that actually operates and grows effectively without the constant need of the owner. So that's 1 award, and I will be moving straight into the second one, so I'm going to talk about it now. The next one is about having a high profile practice. So this kind of builds on the differentiation and starting to become known for what you want to be known for and in the eyes and ears of your target market. So this is about getting yourself out there, raising your profile. So our winner of these 2 very prestigious awards is Triple Bottom Line Accounting. Here to receive the award is both Peter and Luke. So congratulations. Well done. Well done. So 2 awards. Okay, so first of all, they're going to be sharing a mic, so they will pass it across, but please introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your practice.
Right, so we're Triple Bottom Line Accounting. That stands for People, Planet and Prosperity, which is climate change and communities and focusing on that area. We're based in Norwich at the University of East Anglia. There's 15 in the team, 3 of them kindly given by Pramith from QX. So we've got 3 people in India. And we do everything that you'd expect an accountancy practice to do, but we also do net zero consultancy, and we're also an ESG consultancy now as well. So yeah, that's us.
Brilliant, thank you. So obviously you've put consistently high standard mechanisms in place. Tell us about the challenges, the obstacles, etc., that you're facing that motivated you to take that action.
Well, number 1, long hours, no profit. I had a marking contract. I was earning £40,000 quarterly, marking loads of exam scripts, and that was all going into the practice to support it. High stress. And no wasn't a sentence. Apparently, no is a sentence. And my health was suffering, and the team weren't aligned. I wanted to prove that you can run a sustainable accountancy practice, and that accountants can do net zero and can do ESG. That's our main mission. But we were growing broke, effectively, and I wanted us to be the change. To be the change I wanted to see accountants doing these things in the world. What we started doing, every male should do this. I recruited my wife. So 2019, Fran joined us, and Fran put us on a program with the Good Business Charter for starts. And then last year we achieved B Corp status, and B Corp is really hard to do, but it's about customers, staff, community, the environment, and your governance, how you prove that you do those things. So, and that's just changed. I'm told that you get a 25% uplift in clients, and that's happened plus more. And so, and the main things are driven by the senior management team, and Luke, who's been in the practice for 10 years, and absolutely key to the practice, is going to tell you about those.
Great, thanks, Pete. Yeah, so yeah, in response to growing broke, we kind of thought, yeah, well, we need to make some changes here. So we placed Bright Manager back at the centre of our practice as our CRM software, and yeah, a big focus on timesheets, and what the team were doing, and making sure that all our clients were being charged appropriately for the work they were doing and the advice that they were receiving. And we went through the ABCD approach of AVN. And yeah, for some of them, it was either, well, you need to pay us appropriately, or the door is just over there. Yeah, a few clients were, moved on in the nicest possible way. But yeah, we also had a strong focus on team. We introduced targeted away days, extended team meetings, and all of the team have been offered training with the Ethical Leaders Program. That started with Pete, and then the senior management team, and then through to the rest of the team as well. As Pete mentioned, the SMT, the senior management team, was created about 2 years ago. That consists of myself looking after the operations, and then I'm supported by Richard and Tatiana, who do a fantastic job looking after finance and marketing and customer relations. One of the things that came out of the SMT was resourcing, and then we found QX, and we've got 3 members of staff working for us now out in India. And one of the main things that's done is it's given us some space and some headroom to kind of think about what we're doing and making sure that we're giving the most value to our clients and focusing on those higher value services. But yeah, it's not just thanks to QX, it's thanks to our in-house team, and we're nothing without them. Just to mention very quickly, we've got Ricky, our senior tax specialist. We've got Claire, our charities partner. Lisa heads up the payroll. Leah is currently taking on the challenge of self-assessment, so she's leading personal tax. Sunny's our newest accounts assistant. Callum, our AAT, our newest joiner, doing his AAT journey, and then finally Elle, that joined us 3 weeks ago, looking after admin and finance support. So a massive thanks to them. We couldn't have done it without them. And also thanks to AVN. Emma's sitting at the back. Thank you. And yeah, thanks, Shane.
You're welcome. You look like you're going to add to this, carry on.
No, I was going to say talk about the result.
Yeah, please do.
So we've grown in 4 years from 200,000 to 750. We're now making a profit. I'm actually getting paid. We just won a contract with a local area trading company that employs 9,000 people. And it's a year's contract to do their ESG strategy. And we just finished the gap analysis. And they're delighted with what we've done. We've really added value. Wins, we won Accounting Excellence last year. We won Changing Lives with AVN last year, 2 awards here, mega. And then for Eastern Daily Press in East Anglia, we're not just Accountancy Awards, but we're nominated for Small Business of the Year and Sustainable Business of the Year, which is incredible. We're as the world realizes about the climate crisis and all the things that are not quite right, we're there to sort of lead the way and show other accountants how they can be involved in ESG and climate change and net zero assessments, and focusing on clients in that space. I'm still working hard, but I'm now getting paid. I'm about to go to Portugal in December for 3 months, knowing that the team has got my back, and I can actually take a break whilst working remotely, and knowing that we're actually having a profound effect on the accounting industry now.
Excellent. Let's just recognise everything regarding the high standards. Well done. So listen, let's move straight onto the high practice profile questions. So again, you've raised your profile, really conscious about everything you stand for, and you've just mentioned some of that. So tell us about some of the challenges and again, the obstacles that you're facing that led you to raise your profile.
Okay, so high profile. I had a FTSE 100 job, and I left that in 2008, and I went off to university, and at the same time, Triple Bottom Line was accounting was born. Luke joined me 10 years ago. Okay, and the issue I had, the fundamental issue I had, that was accounting education, is all mostly about profit. It's starting to change now, and there's not enough about environmental and social issues included in education for practicing accountants, and CPD as well. So accounting practices also, and I think the accounting profession couldn't really fully see its role. I think they say a lot, but they need to do more about changing the role of accountants. And I wanted to, if you want to change accounting education, because it's very much driven by practice, I felt that you had to change practice. Okay, so that's how triple bottom line accounting was born. So our profile, we've numerous articles, but we've written about 20 articles about climate change and how accountants can face into that. Nationally, we're featuring in 𝐬𝐻𝐾𝐭 and various conferences and so on. I was a judge for the ESG Awards, for the recent Accounting Excellence Awards. Education, I've been involved in the QAA benchmark for degrees. I'm the technical moderator for the new Sustainability and Ethics 𝐼CAEW exam, and I'm involved in a thing called Accounting Streams, which is about changing accounting education for the better. But the only reason that I can do those things is because of TBLA, because I only get into those platforms because of representing a practice that's doing these things. So I couldn't do these without Luke, Tatiana, Richard and the rest of the team. So B Corps has made a massive, great big difference, and Norse, getting the Norse contract just changes our profile to be a national player doing ESG as an accountancy practice, which is showing other accountancy practices. And we're going to collaborate with other accountancy practices and release what we've done so that they can see what we've done and they can now do what we're doing. So the results, our story is being told. We've got a groundswell. You're seeing people talking about climate change and what accountants can do more and more. In 2008, when I left FTSE 100 companies, I went volunteering, and I realized I could properly volunteer for about 3 companies, right? I then quickly realized that if I set up an accountancy practice that focused on helping purpose-driven businesses and charities in this space, right, we could help many more, and we're now helping 500 businesses in this space. So thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Congratulations. Many firm owners, because they're maybe reluctant to hand over the reins, etc., they become the bottleneck. Every client and every team member often wants to come to the owners, and what I saw when I read through this is that because you put these systems and standards and the technology in place, actually, that everything is running consistently to a high standard without your requirement. You've just said you're going away for 3 months. Fantastic. Clients have got multiple points of contact, so again, not that bottleneck. There's a structured decision process that's in place that everybody can follow. And your focus is around the sustainability. From a high profile point of view, you've become known for what you want to be known for, which is that you're making a difference. ESG, sustainability, all comes into that. You're regularly publishing and presenting and training on sustainability. You've built relationships with journalists to make sure that your content gets out there. You're supporting the local and wider community, and sponsoring aligned events as well. You're getting awards and accreditations that support the cause. And as a consequence, you're attracting the ideal clients that you really want to work with. So they were the outcomes from my point of view. So we have a winner of the Most Inspiring Accountant Award. They will be walking, well, actually, they won't be walking away because we'll be sending it off to be engraved. So I will then be visiting that person in their practice and presenting it again. However, I will be presenting it now. Please give a massive, rapturous applause and lots of great comments in the chat box to Peter Ellington, if I can say it, from Triple Bottom Line Accounting. Wow. So well done to you. Let's take that. You two. Bask in that glory. Well done to you. Well done. We'll get some proper photos in a bit. So for now, well done to you. Thank you. Absolutely congratulations. The camera. Cheers. Well done. Well done to everybody.